Quizzes are probably a common type of assessment that you'd like to give your students with Canvas. To create a quiz, go into the Quizzes tab for a course, and you're going to select New Quizzes. You can use classic quizzes, but it will be going away in 2021. So if you're going to consistently use New Quizzes, click it, and then also check Remember My Choice for this course, and then you won't have to answer that question each time. So first you're going to create the assignment structure. So I'm going to say quiz standard 1. How many points, what assignment group it is. So this is likely a quiz, it's going to be formative. How am I grading it? It's going to be for points. And you're going to use an external tool, which it's already connected for you, which is their quiz product. And then I'm going to pick a due date. Then I can also pick a day when I want the quiz to pop up. So I want it to pop up on Monday, and I don't have to set it. So now I'll click Save. Then I'll be taken to the space to actually create the quiz. So here's where I can build my quiz. So I can add instructions. And again, you have that rich text editing box where you can put your instructions. And then I can click the plus sign and begin adding questions. You'll see these are all the types of questions that I can add. Also, you can create banks of questions, and then you can pull those banks in and reorder them. So if you were to create a bank, a question bank, you could use those questions again and again throughout the year. So let's just say we're going to do a multiple choice question, standard. You'll see you put the question in, put your answer types. You'll see that you can even add rich text, so you can add images with answers. You can add links with answers, or even media like audio. So you can do all of that. Then you can also pick to show on-screen calculator. So that could be very good for math. So you can have basic or scientific. You can vary the points by answer. So maybe this question, the different answers could be different points. And you can shuffle the choices. You can also align it to outcomes, and we'll know more about outcomes in the fall. And then you can also, once you've made this question, you could add it to the bank. Then you can choose overall how much this question is worth and say done. Then you'd proceed to do that with many other questions. Once you've done that, you can also then tweak the settings for this quiz. So you can decide if you want your questions shuffled, your answers shuffled, one question at a time. That could be really good for a student, like a special ed student who needs to see one thing at a time. Require an access code. So if this is happening during class, you may want to put an access code that you'll write on the board, and then students would type that in and all start the quiz at the exact same time. You can set a time limit. You can filter IP addresses. That shouldn't be necessary. You can allow for a calculator, basic or scientific. You can allow for multiple attempts. So this may be good for some students. You can keep the highest score, allow unlimited attempts or limited, and then you can say how many. And you can require a certain amount of time between retakes. So maybe you want them to at least, have a day for repracticing. And you can also restrict student results. So you can decide what you want them to see once they're done with the quiz. Here, this is where you're going to be able to see your quiz item analysis after students take it. And moderate. There's no moderation info this time because you don't have students taking it, but that would populate there. So once you fill this in, you'll click return, and that quiz will be made, and the students will be able to take that quiz, you can see, starting on May 18th through May 23rd.